Now, this video is just about calculating a sound file essentially, but we're looking to calculate the number of seconds rather than the overall size, because they've given us the overall size already just there. So we've got the sample rate, 96,000 samples, or 96,000 hertz, so 96,000 samples a second. We've got the resolution, which is 24 bits per sample. On this side we know it's 12,096 kilobytes. So because it's going to be worked out in kilobytes, then we need to divide by 8 because it's bytes, and 1,000 to get to kilobytes. So what we're missing is the time in seconds, and what we'd like to work out is the time in seconds. So there's a few ways of doing it. It depends whether you're an easy mathematician or not. For me, not particularly, so I do have to think about it, and it is a good idea to show you working. So we can immediately see perhaps that we can get rid of these zeros just to make our numbers a bit smaller. So we could do that, and we end up 96 times 24 times seconds over 8, and it's still equal to 12,096 because we haven't done anything differently so far. So to get rid of this 8 here, probably the best way to get rid of the 8 is to times both sides by 8, so we can get rid of that. We can times this by 8, and if we times that by 8 we get 96,768, and you've got a calculator in this paper, so it's not too bad to do, hopefully. So now we've got 96 times 24 times seconds is equal to 96,768. So we're still trying to isolate the idea of seconds. So if we divide this by 96, we can get rid of that, and so we then end up with 24 times seconds is it's 1,008, and so we've just got one more sort of stage to go, and so we'd like to get rid of 24. So if we get rid of 24 and we divide this by 24, we end up with seconds equals 42, and the answer is 42 seconds. And don't forget to put the units in. In this case there's a mark for pushing the units in, for recognizing that the thing that you were trying to find was seconds. And as I've gone along, I've tried to just remind myself of that by using this idea of seconds, or secs as I've called it here, to remind me that that's what I'm finding. So this is one way. It's possibly the way that makes most sense to me to try and work this out. And even if you didn't manage to quite get the 42 seconds, you would have got some marks for some of these workings. So, you know, timesing and dividing by 8s and 24s, etc. You get some marks for doing that. So 42 seconds, I think that was 3 marks, this particular question. So that was the way to do it.